Hey, Miss Luann. How you doing? Come on in, shout it. Mm-hmm. Where y'all at? West Coast? East Coast? I am back. Enchanted says West Coast. Oh, you in the DMV? Oh Lord. California Aquarian gotta say. Colorado. Ooh. Okay. Holy Spirit. Okay, we got Kelly in here heavy. No. Yeah, I did delete the last one. But I told y'all in the beginning I wasn't gonna keep it. I shared too much information in there. I was not gonna keep that shit up. Shit, I probably told y'all the color of my booty hole in the last. Let me TMR. Even though what I shared, I hope it helps somebody in a good way. Like that'll help somebody with a good heart the right way. Catch the replay. I'm gonna keep this one though. Hopefully a lot of people may not come in here so we can get like. We was looking into this other energy, but I'm not. I'm not with this. I was going to go back in and get nosy with this that last reading from the live that I just released, that I just took down. I'm not really trying to look this shit up. I released that energy into the love and light spectrum, and we call a different energy in. Let's see. La Rosa, go on my website. It's in the description box below on this live channel. If you open up the description box, it has my website. You can book the reading that speaks to you there. Different readings have different prices. Oh, the princess, I'm so glad that you got your stuff. The trail, you in DC? Give me some of that go-go. I know y'all get tired of visiting places and that's the only thing people talk about is that damn go-go music. I mean, I like the beat. I think DC go-go music was created around a bonfire of Native Americans. Of course, when we did it, it was a little bit faster because we was doing some trance. Just going in. Next thing you know, the hips started to hopping and the going and the going and the hopping. Okay, Whitney. I wanna run to you. You love your third eye soap? Hey, choo choo, beep beep. Hey, I'm so glad y'all do. Okay, so won't y'all name something? We're gonna see what we can get into. Oh, sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I like my popcorn just a tad bit burnt. Don't judge me. See? Mm-hmm. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, Miss Groovy. The princess, yeah. Cinnamon toast. I don't really, I don't listen to him no more. Oh, probably looking for his next victim. Anyway, huh? Let me tell y'all something. Ever since I have been going through awakening stages, there are certain people I just do not give the time of day on my Pandora anymore. I just won't. I just won't. I just it's too much. Tanya, huh, a part of what? What is he a part of, Miss Tanya? You said is he a part of it too? What is it? Hmm? This is a good conversation. I've been real quiet on some shit. Huh. Listen, all I'm saying is I don't listen to him no more. I don't listen to him anymore. I don't listen to his music no more. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing different. You know how I how ironic me eating popcorn. You know, black people have made popcorn or drinking tea synonymous with getting the juice, getting all the good news. Wait, the princess? What you mean? One of whose girls? Have y'all read the book about RK called Daddy's Girl or something? Wait, who? What is RK? Hold on, child. Slow down and say it again. Someone sent it me through. It was from the account of one of whose girls, anonymously, mad crazy. Um, Who? Cinnamon toast. Let me explain something to you. Don't feed into that energy. Baby, it is going to bring you a bunch of heartache and pain, I'm telling you. Background of your life. You got a life. Keep your life. Change what you plan. I don't trust him or nobody like him. It's the reason why motherfuckers like him only appear when they doing tours or other shit. I don't trust him. Just you talking about who mentioned, you talking about D'Angelo mentioned a song reference to you? Be careful. Don't get caught up in these celebrities. You got celebrities who step on what they call the little people to get where they want to be. And then you got other celebrities that other celebs try to make feel important so they can do their bidding for them. Don't fall. Don't fall for the shits. I used to be enamored with that man. Finding out some of these people the damn devil. Don't do it. And look, let me just say this. And I'm going to tell you this. Listen to me very carefully, Cinnamon Toast and everybody else. There are people, not just in that industry, but I'm using that industry as an example. They remote view people. The surfaces of your mirror, including the black mirror, when your phone is turned off. They'll use that to astral project into your room or wherever. Some of these people astral project while you taking showers so they can see you butt ass naked. Some of these people know, and I'm no disrespect to nobody when I say this, but just hear me. I gotta tell the truth. Some of these people know some other folks may be desperate. Some other people may not be desperate, but some other people may feel like they have an affinity of having this notion in their mind that they're destined to marry a celebrity for status or whatever fucking sick purposes people think they're going to get a perk for. There's so many different things people... Look, I'm not against nobody. I'm not saying all these celebrities are bad. That's not what I'm saying. Man. Cinnamon Toast, let me tell you something. Nobody okay, let's go. Let's ride. Let's let this shit ride right now. We're gonna do this. And I'm keeping this motherfucker up. You wanna do it? Let's do it. Okay? You remember when Because I'm tired of holding this. I'm tired of holding some of this shit back. I'm going to let some of this shit ride. All right? Y'all remember when the verses came out? All of us was quarantined. We ain't had shit to do. It was talk before anything was in the works, okay? I'm telling you, remote viewing is real. Listen to me carefully. Somebody said everybody keeps finding somebody to verses, but who is that one person that they can't find nobody to put against? I kept saying D'Angelo. Everybody thought I was fucking insane. They thought I was crazy. Listen to me. I used to be in that man's butt crack since I was a kid. He is one of the reasons why my ear musically is shaped the way it is today. I used to eat, breathe, and sleep that man like there was no tomorrow. You hear me? I'm not being funny with y'all. I used to envision myself in this man's vicinity. This the cold-blooded part. I never liked this nigga for what he looked like. That was just a byproduct of his talent. I always gravitated to him first for his talent. When How Does It Feel came on, everybody was drooling. Do you know what I was saying? This motherfucker killed that song. I always first liked him for his talents. The fact that he was musically inclined in a way that I felt like he was speaking a language, in my humble opinion, hardly anybody even in his arena could understand him. But for whatever reason, I could not understand why I understood every note he hit. Though my first instrument was drums, right? It's like I could understand what he was saying without him saying it when he would play. It was like I felt what he felt. I felt what he couldn't say whenever he would play his music. Listen, I've never seen the man live. I never met him to my knowing. I've never been in the same room as this man. To my knowing, to my knowledge. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been a lot of places. And I've been in areas where I've been in rooms with other people and I didn't even know they were there. Let me just say that, okay? I was friends with somebody who was on Wild 'N Out and was getting ready to go there right before COVID hit. This ain't alleged. I'm telling you motherfucking truth. I got footage of me and that same said person singing on the stage together at my gig. I still got that footage. That's not alleged. That's a fact. So I'm telling y'all, this is not a flex. I'm telling y'all that I've been in rooms with people that I know and I didn't know. I've been in rooms with people that I didn't know was there. So to my knowledge, I can't sit here and say that I've been in the room with him or around him, knowingly. Knowingly, as far as I know, I have not. Thank God. Nobody else was saying anything about this man before that verses came out. When verses first dropped, at the time, somebody asked me, before they was even talking about not finding somebody to go up against, I always said, they are not going to find anybody to go up against this man. I remember vividly saying that. So I believe, just in that instance, that remote viewing is real. Because when you go back and you watch that, he starts playing his keyboard with a Rhodes sound on it. And he says it very lightly and almost hesitantly. He says, to all of you who said that I was going to be the first verses, basically without a verses. And I'm paraphrasing what he's saying. He says, thank you. I know remote motherfucking viewing is real. I also know that some of these people do this to steal energy energy and harvest energy from your ass. I know that shit is real too. I got my own personal experience with a couple of these motherfuckers in the industry with this demonic shit, including him. That's why I'm like this. That's why I'm the hands and shit is moving. You can love them all you want. Have that. Watch your life. Girl, move the fuck on. Let me tell y'all something. How this law of attraction shit is real. I used to be on this man so much. I ended up at one point in time in my life, unknowingly to me, because at the time, I'm going to be real with y'all, I didn't take law of attraction that serious at this time. I ended up, and I can look back in several parts of my life where I manifested in some kind of way, conjured up dudes that looked like him. I'm not lying to y'all. It was that deep. I had a true and honest affinity for this man through his musicianry, his musicianship. It was, I'm telling y'all the honest truth. His looks was only something that I admired afar off. He was nice to look at to me. But that is not what got me when it came to him. It was his music. It was his penmanship. It was the way that he conveyed whatever was on his mind. That's what really got me. I felt like he wrote beautiful music, but maybe he was longing for his life to reflect what he wrote about. That's what I got. And in that pain but pleasure, I found not only a solace, but I could relate. And so that's what made me gravitate toward that nigga until the shit started. So I don't want to hear no shit. I don't give a fuck how talented a nigga is, okay? I don't care. I don't care. When my life is involved, so I got a problem with you. Matter of fact, no, I don't have a problem with you. I ain't even gonna give you that kind of power. I ain't got no problems with you. Move the fuck on. Get out my way. Get out my energy. I know what happened. There's so much more shit I could say. There's so much more stuff I can say, y'all. So much I could say. You know, nobody give a... Man, I never cared about how that man looked. I used to be telling people he was fine when his ass was fat. I remember when he came out and everybody was talking about his ass. I remember... Do you hear me? I promise y'all I remember saying, I don't care how fat this man get, this man will always be fine to me, because it was always something outside of his... It wasn't his body, bro. I can't explain this shit. It was never his body. It was never his body. And I'm telling you right now, there is a... Close that door. No. Close the door. Go back in there. We ain't talking about reindeer feed no more. He want to do reindeer food. He want to make reindeer food. Okay, baby, we're gonna make reindeer food. We just got through making slime not too long ago. Just give me a break on the DIYs. I'm gonna get it to you, baby. Just mama talking, grown folks talk. Close the door. Make sure he don't come out like that. Anyway, it's so much shit, y'all. You know, I've said certain things and erased them on my live. Some of these things I've kept on here and I said in so many words, and I haven't dropped certain names and different things. But I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Everything that I say that and it's true, because I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all for nothing. And it ain't just him. He, there's a lot of shit that happened me personally behind the scenes. And people had help and cooperated with other folks. And all I'm gonna say, is that spiritual world is real. It's real. And most of these celebrities is not safe. I'm not saying all of them are like this. Please, I want y'all to know this right now. But that man, concerning my life, if y'all didn't know me, and y'all wouldn't know that I was sound, y'all, if I never had a YouTube video and y'all was never able to follow me in the way that I talk, and I just came out and did a video, it'll be so many people picking me apart right now and being like, oh, and I don't give a fuck either way. I know what the truth is, and I also know that the truth eventually comes out, and it's gonna come out more so today than it will tomorrow than it did yesterday. How about that? I'm trying to tell y'all right now, this is a warning. Do you hear me? This is a warning. There was recently somebody who was somebody. There was a man who claimed he could telepathically communicate with a celebrity. See, this is my thing. This shit really be happening. This stuff really do be happening. These motherfuckers be playing with dark, evil, sadistic shit. And they conjure up. Y'all don't think these courts know? Y'all don't think these judges and shit be in on this shit? That's why we alive right now, awakening to call judgment on these motherfuckers. We tired. Period. I don't give a fuck what you talk. I don't care how does it feels that nigga right. Ain't no way you can come back from doing to me what you done did. The fuck, period. Look, my guys talking about allegedly. Shit. Oh, I'll say it. I'm tired of that shit. Fuck. I know. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, there's certain things I cannot say. Not right now. When I'm put in a better position to speak when I'm put in a better position to speak what, bro, let me tell y'all how man, y'all have not a motherfucking clue. Bro, my identity was motherfucking stolen. Oh, I'm trying not to get angry. For all the times that I was done wrong, I'm being vindicated right now as I speak. For all the times that my energy was harvested, that my children's energy was harvested, that me and my children was done wrong, that we were misused, abused in any way, shape, form, or fashion by anyone, whether knowingly or unknowingly. I am being vindicated as I speak. My children are being vindicated as I speak. Non-reversible motherfucking fact. It's funny how people know your power before you do. And they do their best to capitalize off it, man. Do your best to ask God to wake you up to who you are and the powers that you may possess, because there are people who have been sitting on the sidelines studying you, and it's just like the saying goes, if you don't know who you are, the world will tell you who you are, and you're not gonna like that. But that's the same thing as for what kind of power that lies on the inside of you. If you don't know what type of power and energy that you possess and somebody else does, and you don't know how to use it or harness it, they gonna do it for you. And I wish I could tell y'all what I know. 32, 23. Bro, I went through hell. I went through fucking hell. I really don't know how many attempts on my life to use me as a human sacrifice for some form of fame, money, or something. I, there's some I know of, and some I may not never know of while I'm in this three-dimensional body. But what I do know is, man, there is some shit that I don't wish on nobody. The pain that I had to endure, like a fucking science experiment, like a science experiment. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to start crying. I just, if I can't get it out some kind of way, I gotta get it out. I can't. I won't allow myself to suffer to keep it in. Cause I'll jump off this motherfucking line before I go to sleep with this in me. I gotta get it out some kind of way. And the crazy part about all of this, what bothers me the most is I'm just a little country girl. I just wanted to sing, man. Not necessarily be famous. I just wanted to sing. And my whole life has been wrapped in this spiritual assault and onslaught of shit. I've had people in the gospel industry use me. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. My story goes so deep. Bro, y'all have no clue. always doing the most work, not getting recognized. Y'all have not a clue. Some of this stuff is deep, not just spiritual, but it's man, this shit is deep, bro. I don't know if I. Yes, son. Yes, baby. Okay, tell them to put on beach bugs for you. Beat, uh, beat bugs for you. There is a gavel that is coming. There's a sword like never seen before that is getting ready to cut even the air in half. There is a there is about to be a vindication for righteous people like we've never seen before. Never seen before. And we, one by one, are going to see them responsible for all the pain, the tears, sleepless nights. We are going to see them crumble and fold like a piece of paper. I'm not throwing that piece of paper away. I'm throwing it right in the fire. I want it to burn up like a crisp. I don't want no comebacks. It's so. You have no idea how we are getting ready to see impalement. Why am I hearing this word impalement? We are getting ready to see some very strange things. You're going to be wondering how. 3616. Can you put beat bugs on for him, please?
I can't find beat bugs on stuff today.
Okay, well, just find little clippings or something on there. You be finding everything else on there. This is not Jupiter. This is Saturn. Yes, baby. Yeah. This is it. You don't get to breathe another motherfucking breath. somebody who's just, yeah, because this is the final judgment. Final countdown. There's nothing else to count down to. There's nothing to count down toward. This is already it. Uranus energy lies in this card. Yeah. Yep. Let me explain something to y'all. Anytime you have somebody who is talking to you telepathically but never shows up in the 3D, that is your sign that you need to cleanse yourself, part ways with any and all types of communication. Okay? Anytime you got somebody who plays on your insecurities and issues within yourself, and they use that as a means to string you along, whether in the 3D or not, it is time for you to hang up with that person and move on. Move on. That person may have you hanging on just so they can continue to keep using you, your energy. You understand? Some people are so chicken and fearful that they won't show up in the 3D because they know that you putting your eyes on them and them putting their eyes on you, they know eventually, you're going to see the demon that's there. You might possibly see the babies that they ate or molested or RAPED. Or you may see how many seances of drinking blood and wine they've participated in. You may see how many orgies with same-sex orientations they've been involved in, or possibly was the coordinator of those type of parties. You'd be surprised. You understand? You'd be surprised why somebody would dangle you with spirit by way of spiritual means with all the intentions of never showing up. So you have to understand here. And then these type of people will go and recruit other type of people to have them fall in love with them, and then pin them against each other, to making one, knowing one is more weaker than the other one, to say, well, you got to fight for my love, so you got to go up against such and such. The fuck? What are we living in, medieval times? This is ultimate game playing, small dick energy. You understand? You got to be very careful of these type of people. Either you walking around with stank pussy or you walking around with a little dick. It's either one of the two. See, I gotta say this 4:44 on the clock so y'all can understand what I'm trying to, because it ain't just punk ass men doing this fuck shit. It's weak ass women out here doing it too, to good men. And I got a problem with any kind of person who does this, because it's been done to me and I understand that. I know what time it is. Ain't nobody lying to theyself over here. Yeah, I want you to stick close to her. I want you to watch her for me. I want you to report back to me what she doing and how she doing it. I want you to buy some of her products and then put it on your altar so I can sabotage it. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing you such a small ass fish in a big ass pond, and as soon as they don't find any other means to use you, baby, you done for. Stick a fork in your ass. You were never going to be in union with somebody who is using you like that. Come on, my nigga. Let's be real. I can't lie. The Tower. With the Justice card. Cause I know I'm talking the truth. I know I'm speaking the truth. Listen. Sometimes you listen, sometimes there can be situations that a person could be picked for you. This not gonna resonate with everybody. You know, if you got a galactic, intergalactic, starseed, royal bloodline background, maybe you understand what I'm trying to say. For some of y'all, it ain't gonna resonate with you. None of y'all, don't try to make it fit. It ain't gonna, you ain't gonna wish this shit on you, okay? Some of y'all is hoping and praying and wishing y'all fit into this kind of mold, not realizing it's harder to carry the mantles when you have that kind of background. Why people just don't want to be fucking regular? Like, that's what I understand. The people who are regular want to be special, and the people who are special want to be fucking regular because they know the hell that comes with carrying certain types of energies. I don't get it. I'm trying to elevate my consciousness to a degree that I can comprehend this righteously. So, for some of you, this may resonate. You may have had, either knowingly or unknowingly, energetically, a what you call arranged marriage, a galactic or royal arranged marriage. This goes beyond your physical bloodline, or this could be tied to your physical bloodline. It all depends on who you are, where you were born, and other backgrounds. Okay, book a private reading. Anyway, this specific energy of arrangement, in one way or another, was either made known clearly to you or that person that was supposed to be with you. Okay, listen to me carefully. If it was them that knew this and didn't know, your ancestors and that person's ancestors, 3D and above, ended up coming together and putting that person's energy in place to a degree that they became financially well off to be able to accommodate you once they were to come and get you. You understand? I'm going to say that again. If you are the person who did not know that you were in a galactic or royal arranged marriage, and the other person, let's say for example, you are the feminine of the story. The masculine knew, you didn't. You were still asleep, they were awakened. They were woke before you were. This person, by way of their ancestors and yours. Because see, most people who understand spirituality knows that true divine marriages that are appointed, that's divinely guided by the hand of God, you don't just marry that person, you marry their ancestors. Okay? I'm not talking about marriages that come together by way of lust and all this other stuff. I'm talking about divine appointed marriages. This person, let's say this masculine was over here. Let's say they older than you. They know they've been debriefed. Let's say they got archangel energy. They've been given the willpower to remote view you, to shapeshift. They've been given all these different perks to keep you safe, to watch over you, and then eventually show up and then, What happens in between them knowing and then them doing a three-dimensional action? Listen, because this is going to help somebody needed to hear this. Their ancestors, your ancestors get together. They start opening up doors for that person to gain all this different type of stuff. Spiritual power, mental power, emotional power, financial power, helping them get in certain places, helping them get in certain ranks, all this other stuff. They get all these perks because they're destined to be with you now. It ain't because of their ass. It's because of you. Remember, this is all about you. You the prize. Okay? But you don't know you the prize. Alright. So this person knows. You have not a clue. You're moseying through life not knowing shit. It's the Truman Show on your end. Why this person knows everything. Or, getting to know everything. And there's an appointed time. They were supposed to institute something that would have caused your awakening, and they didn't. Because they too busy over here in orgy parties. Or they too busy over here being a fuck boy or fuck chick. Or a po-ho. Or a homosexual. Whatever. They start getting caught up in the lust of eyes, the lust of flesh, the pride of life, right? And they just they're having a time now. Time is now ticking. Now you over here making decisions because you're not awake. Remember, you sleep. You don't know shit. But this person knows. And they know you more than you know you. Because they've been debriefed. Right? Let's say a shadow organization brings them a fucking book and say, hey, read this. The person you're supposed to marry down the line, that's who that person is. They don't know this. But at one point in time, they are going to awaken. They're going to go through a DNA activation. And this is going to be the series of events. And let's say they forewarned, if you do not do this, and this, by the time that person awakens and they cross a certain threshold, it's going to be too late. Listen to me. There are people who, somebody going to say, well, if they was destined, then it would have happened, right? Listen to me. We all got free will. See, that's what y'all keep missing this point. It's free will out here. God can tell you, listen, did he not tell the children of Israel, today I place before thee a blessing and a curse, life or death. You in a fork in the road. You got to choose one of the two. Right? If God says to you tonight, before you lay your head down, tomorrow you're going to come across a little kid begging for coins. I just gave you a $5,000 raise. You just got a $1,500 bonus on your check. I want you to take $500 and give it to that kid. And if you do that, on the 31st of December, I'm going to give you $15,000 in the form of a check. That's conditional. If you do this, I'll do this. Right? I'm telling you right now, there are some people under the sound of my voice who have energetic signatures of galactic DNA, royal, whatever, blood. I'm telling you right now, there's several of you who somebody was meant for you. You was meant for them. Them ancestors came together and blessed this person's ways. Do you hear me? And though they are not perfect, because we're all not, they may have had some mistakes, mishaps, and mess ups. But by God, they kept that person. You were the reasons why this person could get in so much shit and still be living. It ain't because somebody was helped. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, they were destined to. But because they got so caught up with the lust of eyes, the lust of flesh, the pride of life, the accolades of people, what people thought about them, they skipped you over. They kept choosing all this other shit except you. And let you lay sleep, thinking that if I don't wake this person up, I get to do what I want when I want. Until one day trauma pushes your ass to wake up. 5555 on the clock, 55 people in the building. I'm telling you, I'm telling the truth. And now guess what has to happen? That person don't get scot-free. That person don't get off scot-free. Do you hear me? That person does not get off scot-free. This person got perks off of you. They got, oh, well, I think I'm going to go a little bit long. I'm going to pick her until my contract is out. Some people done let y'all get married. They done let y'all have babies with different people. While they sat out there on the sideline molesting your energy so they can keep going, because now what they started to realize is they had so many chances to come to you and redeem you. They had so many chances to come towards you. What ends up happening is the ancestors start taking their hands off. And now they gotta become some kind of fuck boy or slow hoe to harvest different people's energy to continue to keep up with what they was getting. When your ancestors had their hand on this person's life, things was falling out the sky like this until they started saying, oh, you playing this. So you don't have no you really don't have no means to go and get her or get him. Oh, so but we gave this to you for our baby, but you giving it to this slow hoe. Or you giving it to this ugly ass dude. What is something ain't adding up. Okay. So we then came to you in a dream. We then came to you as an apparition. We then came to you in bones and shell readings and all kind of other shit. We then came and spoke to you through the karmic while y'all was screwing. And you still ain't trying to do right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands off of you. So the next time you get in a car accident, you may not be so lucky. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. The next time you sniff too many one lines of that Christina Aguilera, you may not just pass out and wake up this time. You may just OD and stay down for the get down. Oh, okay. Because, see, you had immunity because of the person that we was blessing you for. It was never for you. Because the truth is, you was living all you wanted to. You wasn't living how you knew how to live. You was doing what you wanted to do with your flesh. And because you chose to edify your flesh and not your spirit, we knew you was going, whatever, but we didn't know you was going to do this. So now we're going to and then watch this. When your ancestors step off, their ancestors see this, but because they feel obligated to have to take care of their baby, only but so far. Listen to me. People out here really believe they can do what they want, thinking their ancestors is going to cover them. And I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to keep saying it. Some of you are the curse breakers because you are elevating your ancestors out of darker places. Especially those who have passed away knowing they were supposed to break these curses and chose not to for whatever reason, because they're working with you, alongside you, and through you. You are literally getting perks from ancestors because you are elevating them out of dark, dense places. They are coming up into higher and more graceful dimensions because of you. And when you make fuck ass decisions in the body that they entrusted you with, and you keep doing it, especially when your ancestors have got with somebody else's ancestors to bless you for future tense, and you don't. Listen, the devil ain't the only person who want their payouts. It's a great exchange for a reason. The universe exchanges with you. Nothing celebrates a vacuum. Do you hear me? Nothing. Oh, here we go. Nothing celebrates a vacuum. You got to give to get in this motherfucker. You have to. And the truth is, when it comes to, listen, yeah, and you're right, Tangi, but what's for you will not be taken for you as long as you're on the path of righteousness. However, just like you said, it's conditional. You're right. You're definitely right. But guess what? When it comes to love, honey, you got two parties that has to make a choice. And so that is not always guaranteed. God can guarantee you the house, the car, the business, the dog, the cat, the this, the that. God can guarantee you all of that. Those things don't happen either because, number one, the version that may have been promised to you before, or let me say it like this, the version that you think will work out for you doesn't come because God gives you better. That's always a good thing. Number two, the other thing is you stop yourself from receiving because you out here doing fuck shit. Who wants to bless a mess? Now, and when I say mess, I'm talking about these are conscious decisions to just be doing stupid stuff. Okay, y'all. Hear what I'm saying. Don't spend. I'm talking to you straight. I'm not speaking to you in code. So don't read more into it than what I'm talking to you straight on. Trust me. I'm machete ready, and there ain't no reason for me to be talking sideways unless I tell you I'm talking sideways. How about that? If I want to talk into an enigma or a riddle or a parable and this motherfucker, I'm gonna do that. But right now, I'm talking straight. So, with that being said, it is people who have folded on you when they were the ones who their ancestors were working with your ancestors to bring y'all together. They had a choice, just like you got a choice. You don't have to take somebody in who didn't choose you. Bro, let me tell y'all something. I'm so used to rejection. I'm like, bring it on. Bring it the fuck on. Like, bring it on. My childhood has prepared me. My adolescence and my adulthood has prepared me, bro. Like, bring the shit. Do you hear me? At this point in time, I have been rejected so much, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I'm talking about love. I'm used to it. Listen, I have made my peace with God, knowing that I can sit here before you today, knowing that rejection is truly God's protection. This is why I'm no longer hurt. I understand that those who have rejected me in the past, it was for my protection. Trust me. Cause if they was in the right energy, it wouldn't have been no rejection. You know, there should be more than one arrangement because of free will. Let me tell you, Miss Luann, you know, I've seen God ask somebody, baby, who could you see yourself with? And let's say they say somebody name. I've seen, I've seen instances where God will send spiritual agents to search that person to see if we do certain amount of fated events to bring these people together, will they last? Will this da 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 da? You know what I'm saying? What would be the percentage rate of, everlasting love or whatever. And sometimes, those agents and ancestors come back and they be shaking their head like, child, outside good, but the inside rotten. You get those times. Then you get other times where it's an alignment. It's a match made in heaven, and it clicks. It just happens. It's natural, it's fated, and it's beautiful. And those are the beautiful ones that are definitely worthy of exalting. As far as like celebrating them. Some people, again, just lessons. They gonna come in just to teach you some shit, how to love yourself. Yes.
Shall I eat spicy?
Okay, come on now. So, let me see. Definitely have several options. but you only have limited high level soulmates. So this is the thing too. Yeah, not everybody has a twin flame. Not everybody is a twin flame, right? Not everybody's a twin flame, and thank God for a lot of you who don't have the twin flame journey, because that shit is painful. I wouldn't recommend the twin flame journey if you could buy it out the store for $19.99. It's not something that you want to go. It's very painful. Yes, baby. And it just.
Something to watch us chipmunk.
Okay, go ahead and tell them I said that. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. That twin flame journey is not for the faint of heart. It can be very abusive. It can be very. You have to be very careful. For some people have a success story. Some people do have a success story with twin flame partnerships. Some people have met their twin flame, got with their twin flame, and is able to have whatever kind of relationship. From the stuff I've seen glorified, I've read different things on twin flames. Most of the stuff that I've heard was, that twin flames, I've always heard the common part that it's painful and all this other stuff. But then I've also heard that a lot of the times twin flame relationships don't last, because the truth is you're not really meant to be in a relationship with that person. You're really meant to, it's like a mirroring thing, right? And so, yes. Okay, go back there to your sisters and tell them I said, put that on there for you, chipmunks. So, so with the twin flame journey, there's a lot more healing from what I've read up on than anything. And it's very rare and seldom that you get twin flames that actually ends up in beautiful relationships, right? What I also have read upon, which I don't hear a lot of people talking about, and I've heard some people use this term, but not a lot of people talk about it, is what some outlets I've read that this is the highest love you can come across, which is your twin ray. Twin flame, which is painful, versus twin ray, that is like the highest divine part of you that you could be with in another body. That is meant, for you to be involved with in this lifetime. Now, for you to meet your twin flame and your twin ray in one lifetime is, they say, extremely rare. I don't know if that is entirely true. It does sound like it's a rare event, but knowing me, the way I'm set up, that type of shit would happen to me like that. But with Tangi saying you have limited high level soulmates, unfortunately the limit comes in when you got so many people. So let's say, for example, it's like hierarchy on the throne, right? Let's say you have Charles right now. You got two sons, Harry and William. They say Harry will not inherit the kingdom, right? That's what they say. If Charles was to croak, then good old Willie get it. If Willie was to croak, then his son, what's his son name? Gonna get into it. Then the daughter, and then it goes and it reroutes to whoever else. What? So, okay, help him. Tell Zari, help me. So,
He said he wants his phone.
okay. Where is it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Top of the fridge already.
I forgot where I put it. I ain't gonna lie. It might be on top of the dresser.
Yours?
Yeah. So anyway, this twin ray, they said that right there has the ability to give you a beautiful, loving relationship versus twin flame energy is supposed to just bring you through a bunch of hell and blah 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 blah, right? So you say easier said than done. That's when a whole group of people versus one on one. I get all of that. So thank you, Tangi. You got you say you're making me want to call out my twin and cuss him out. Listen, twin flame journeys are terrible. Man, a forever cycle of heart child. Living with mine and want to protect him and deck him out alternately. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know, and I'm not saying they don't exist. I don't know personally anybody right now who's with their twin flame. I don't. I mean, and again, it's not like I'm saying it can't happen, but what I am saying is that I don't know anyone personally, but to my own defense, I don't know a lot of people like that because I don't have, right now, I'm not surrounded by a lot of people, so therefore, it just is what it is. But I also do know that I know that some people can have the energy of wanting to harvest your energy and make it seem like they are your twin flame and they're not. So then this is where you get the word false twin flame, right? They're not necessarily a false twin flame. There's no such thing as a false twin flame. However, the reason why people say false twin flame is because they mimic twin flame energy, right? They mimic twin flame energy. In other words, what is, say for example, I truly do believe I met my twin flame. I feel like I personally believe if in this lifetime my twin flame is distorted and fucked up, I think I met this nigga before already. And that's why he ain't here. Okay? So, but if I'm destined in this life to have a twin flame that's healed and loving and caring, child, I ain't met him yet. And if I did, I don't know. And if I did, child, I know I came across him. But just tell you like that. Be real with you. Keep it 100. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let me see what you're saying. A lot of people use the term twin flame for their partner, not realizing what it really is. Child, and not everybody is not everybody's meant to. Child, I'm trying to tell you that twin flame journey is not for everybody. Just because you have a soul and a spirit and you have a body does not mean that you are a twin flame. Not everybody in this earth's realm is a twin flame. Not everybody. That's like the 144,000. You know how many people is running around here talking about they 144,000 millions. It's only 144,000. How can millions be 144,000? Like, and this is where when all the spiritual talk starts to really get on my nerves. Because I'm gonna balance it out for y'all and make it plain. The spiritual talk about having. We're all in, like, and I said it in the last video, I know we're all interconnected, I know, but we're also all individuals. And ironically, this is what the energy of the age of Aquarius is coming to bring us, right? The energy of the age of Aquarius is actually brings us to the truth of our individuality so that we could come together as a community, as a conglomerate. Because the age of Aquarius actually exalts individuality with Saturn and Uranus energy. It exalts individuality. So everybody can't be Isis in this motherfucker. Everybody can't be Horus. Everybody can't be Osiris. Everybody can't be Thor. Everybody cannot be Persephone. Everybody can't be Pegasus. Like, everybody can't be this. certain energies and deities lie on certain people, and it just is what it is. Now, you can have an image or a mirroring of it. You can be a child of this or that. You could have a mantle of this that don't necessarily make you that energy or deity. Like, so that part for me personally, and this is just me personally, I see these things. And I see how people can get twisted and carried away because I'm going to be honest with y'all, with toxic positivity, I hear a lot of people in this spiritual community want to tickle people's fancies and make them feel good, always talking about who's royalty, but the truth is, everybody ain't royal. I'm not trying to put nobody down. I'm not trying to make y'all feel bad, but this shit is the truth, bro. In the kingdom, you have people who play certain roles, just like in a stage play. Somebody got to be the villain and somebody got to be the hero. There is no balance if they ain't got one or the other. Until the story ends. Somebody's either defeated and another one wins. I know I win in my story. And in my heart, I'm the hero. I don't know what part you playing. You may be the villain in somebody else's. Because it deals with their perception of you. See, look, let me tell you something. You can be nice and good and wholesome and well and loving and kind to a lot of people. It's not going to change their perception of how they look at you if they want to hate you. I can do all the good in the world, but if somebody want to look at me as a trash hoe, they going to look at me as a trash hoe. Is it my responsibility to fix their perception about me? Hell to the no. Do I even care about how they look at me? No. They should have caught me when I did care. I don't have a bank account at the bank of fucks or cares. I have none of those to give. So I don't know about none of all that other shit. But what I do know is spiritually what's pursuing you sometimes, most of the time, will manifest itself in a three-dimensional body. And at the time I met a certain person in my life, I also had somebody else telepathically communicating with me or was sending signs of things towards me. And the truth is, they were never going to show up. It was to always string me along so they can be with the karmic. And now that they got karmic issues, you can't have your cake, your soup, your pie, your 4-course meal, and your drink and eat it and drink it too. Not with me. That shit don't fly with me. Once I come to the knowledge and understanding that you choose to pick something toxic over me, I will gracefully dismiss all of this goodness and goddess energy from your ass. And you will never have any kind of way of getting in again. It just is what it is. I will not be casting my priceless pearls before anybody's swine. Split-footed, hoof feet, whatever you want to call their ass. Eagle's claws, toes, whatever they got. No, you don't get to this. You don't get to. No, you don't get to. And if y'all would protect y'all energy, people, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all something. I seen this little cutie not too long ago, right? I was, entertaining little thoughts in my mind. I was like, let me check my Palm Pilot. But anyway, I never said anything to him. He never said anything to me. Every now and then I could see him looking at me. Every now and then, he probably could see me looking at him. I didn't say nothing. I ended up going to several places. I ended up going to a few places. I ran into him at one place. Ended up having to double back to another place. He was there. Okay, he left. He ended up leaving that place before me. Again, never seen this man in my life. Never seen the brother in my life. Can't tell you his name. I can't even tell you to make it out of his car, child. All I know is old school. All I know is all I did to myself was, oh, he cute. But see, this be my thing. It don't, how can I say this? I, the more evolved I have gotten, I do I do believe, in attraction, inward and outward, and because y'all have to understand, I'm coming from an energy where I didn't hold any regard to the outward appearance. If y'all would have seen who I was married to, then y'all will understand why now I'm saying that, because I didn't believe that I deserved anybody who was handsome, because I myself did not look at myself as someone who was beautiful or pretty. Again, remember, I grew up with a lot of dark skin stereotypes, little fat black girl. I ain't never been this small in my life. And let me tell y'all something. Looking back at my pictures, just like a year, 2 years ago, I was fine. Y'all, I was fine as fuck. Do you hear me? I was more curvier. All of that. I was fine. I didn't realize that until now. And I would have been able to nurture her way better had I would have known, what I know now, if I would have knew it then. And so I'm grateful I'm in a healthy place. That's what really matters to me, that I'm in full health in my body. No matter what size I will be in. My prayer is my body be at, optimal, exceptional health. 222. Ooh, 22 was on the clock. And so, I'm grateful, and I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see myself as beautiful back then. I do now, and I'm grateful for it. Thank y'all so much in the comment section. I like, oh, y'all are so cute. So, now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's another thing too. Somebody else need to hear this. I've realized how my options have changed from losing weight. And it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? It is unfortunate. We don't know what kind of health issues somebody may be going through that may have caused them to be whatever size they are. You got people who got thyroid issues and they can't gain weight for shit. You got other folks who got other issues and ailments in their body, and it's hard for them to lose weight. They probably was on the treadmill for an hour doing cardio, all it, and then going Taibo on Tuesdays and Zumba on Thursdays, and they only get one day off, and they doing everything different for 2 months and ain't shit budged. It's, you gotta be careful how you view people, and being so damn judgmental, because you don't know what that person may be going through. I know for me, I've been under spiritual attack most of my life, majority of my life. I'm just now being able to breathe. Thank God to my ancestors, my spirit team. I had to keep some kind of weight on me as a padding. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Some of that padding I kept on myself to back people up off of me. 24 on the clock. I'm talking from somebody who was molested as a kid. I didn't go the promiscuous route. I used to hide under baggy clothes because I didn't want nobody looking at my body. I'm just now, literally less than a year ago. Y'all don't know how important this is to me. Less than a year ago, you would have never seen me wearing something like this. Never. And it ain't just because I've lost weight. I knew somebody who was way bigger than me, and they would wear stuff like this all the time in public and everything. Like, you gotta be comfortable with your body, man. You do. You gotta be comfortable with your body, bro. It ain't about what nobody else is saying about you. It's about what you saying about you, how you feeling about you. And she didn't, to me, she didn't look sloppy. And I don't like that shit either when people be talking, oh, she looks sloppy. You don't go sit your little size 5 ass down. And I can't talk shit because I'm small now, but let me tell y'all something. I wasn't always smart. I didn't have. It was some shit that I felt like I could be all covered up, but because it was hugging my curves a little bit too much, I felt like, ooh, that's too racy. I didn't have the confidence. I think it's beautiful to see somebody in different sizes of people to be confident. I love that. Who are you to take somebody's confidence away? You don't know what they went through to get to where they at now. Me just wearing this, especially like this is a whole sports bra. I'm telling y'all, I would have never. Do you hear me? Less than a year ago, I just got this confidence. In the moment I started embracing my beauty within, I started radiating outside of me. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Tangi. And she says, look at me, look at you now, the growth. I'm so proud of you. That's why I said thank you. I just, I'm so, thank you, Penny. I'm so grateful because I just look at my own growth. I look back at myself and I just see how far I came. And I'm not going to let nobody take that from me. I work hard to get where I'm at now. I had to let everybody go. Everybody. I had to let everybody go. And I went through hell my whole life. I had people jealous of me and didn't know why. I'm like, bitch, you come from you don't even, listen, this hoe wasn't even born with a silver spoon. You came out with a gold spoon, eating caviar out your mama cooch. You was born in a gold crib. You lived with a house with gold lines running through the floors. You ate shit, pissed on everything gold, and you jealous of me. And I had to realize it ain't about what people got. Materialistic things don't make people happy. It'll mask and give an illusion and a deception of that is, helping somebody. I ain't gonna lie, if you in need of a house, honey, and somebody give you one rent free, that is definitely gonna put a smile on your face. That's a blessing. That's a beautiful, especially if it don't come with no strings attached or just come with you just having to treat the place good and blah blah blah, and come with no demonic attachments and stuff. That's a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with receiving materialistic things, but the drive behind wanting to acquire things is what you question, right? So it ain't about all of that. It ain't about all of that. I really honestly did not care for myself. I thought I did. I didn't. I didn't have no boundaries whatsoever. I had people coming to energetically dump their shit off on me on purpose, knowing that I wasn't awakened. They knew I was sleeping. They knew I was asleep. Some of them people would come there with sidle thoughts and would dump that shit off on me, and the next thing you know, I'm feeling. And I'm not paying attention. I'm not putting two and two together because I'm asleep. Nah. I'm woke now, though. I'm real woke. I'm so damn woke. Eyes is peeled back right now. Oh, I see it. And I be damned if I let anybody come up in my space in the name of so-called love. Baby, that ain't love. What? Okay, wait. It's updating. It's updating. It's updating. Look, when that gets to 100, it's gonna work. Okay. Go ahead. Go wait. It's gonna work. Okay. So I say all that to say this. You have every right to revoke anything. You don't have to promise nobody shit. They didn't wait around for you, or they didn't do what they were supposed to do when it came to you and your love, knowing they was for you. They chose to go with something that looked better than you. In their eyes, this person looked better than you. Or for some of you, your person may have chose somebody of status over you. Let me tell you something. You don't know what God has done. You don't know what God has done. God could have gave these people open visions. They ain't even got to be asleep. It's not even a dream. They could have been just sitting in a chair, and God just gave them a movie screen and showed them what their life would look like with you if they choose you, and they still didn't. It's choice. It all boils down to choices. And you know, for whatever, my thing is, if you know, when you say no and you got to double back around because you missed the opportunity to see that person, and then all of a sudden they start living that potential that you thought wasn't gonna come to pass. Cause word on the street is this person sleep, they ain't gonna never wake up. Word on the street is you'll demote yourself. You'll go from being a A-lister to a Z-lister. But the truth is that person is destined to be bigger than the person who told you that shit. That person is destined to be bigger than your ass. And because you were so caught up on the lust of eyes, the lust of flesh, and the pride of life, you couldn't see it. God was actually trying to set you up with somebody who's going to be greater than you so you can live with your counterpart the way God intended in the highest degree. You hear me? But because you wanted what was already in front of you and you deemed that as something that will always be, I'm trying to tell you, don't think you ain't got people in certain, don't think you ain't got men in certain industries that get with some of these famous women just to update their game or to update their status. Well, if I start dating such and such and she's already bigger than me, then I'll get a better status just because I'm dating her. It ain't always like that. You got men out here who use women too when it comes to those. Because see, we always think women do that kind of fuck shit. Nah, you got a lot of men out here that's using women for status. Believe it or not, you got more men out here using women for status now than you do have women. Remember back in the day, women was doing that because we didn't have a lot of options when it came to work. You know how they used to say back in the day, a woman's place was in the house. But times have changed. And now that women are growing and glowing and healing, and they starting to see, oh shit, they sell dicks in the store. I can go without him. When they see how we are like healing and we see, you know, when they see that, and they like, oh shit, damn, she did that in a year. And I've been 5 years at this and I ain't reached that pinnacle yet. She did that shit in a year? Less than a year. Are you kidding me? Damn. I should have stayed with her. I should have picked her. Too late. Stay with the one you with. Because you ain't going to be with that one long anyway. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not going to say that because your person may be a karmic dealing with a karmic. They with exactly who they are. They with exactly who they need to be with. And so that may be that match made in hell, but nevertheless, it's a match that was made. Because when you use your free will and you don't use your free will to benefit you and that person to the highest good and the harm of none, the consequences are going to be reaped, whether it's good or not. It just is what it is, you know. And that's just what it is. You're not going to be able to, you know, some shit is etched in stone, bro. Some shit is etched in stone. You got to be careful the decisions you make. You know, and we've all made certain decisions where you may say, man, I wish I can go back. You know, I wish I can go back and make this certain decision, bro. I wish I could do this better. I mean, you know, you got some men and some women that's gonna lay down every night for the rest of their life thinking about that one person that they fumbled, and they'll never get another chance with that person, and they're gonna have to watch that person move on and get treated better. And for some people, that's gonna do something to their psyche. You know, y'all have to understand, some of these people don't even know what love even smells like, looks like, tastes like, feels like. Some people won't even recognize love if it walked through a Dollar Tree store because they didn't grow up with it. So when you come up on the scene with your pure heart and your genuine love, it's like an alien, you know. You're foreign to them, and you didn't come with a handbook, and now they got to figure you out on the fly. And some people ain't ready to they're not ready to handle you, so they fumble you. Hey, but you know, when you playing teams, there's more than one quarterback on the field. You got more than one kicker in that mug. And you got a lot of men who knows how to pick up the ball. Remember that. Trust me, remember that. Got a lot of them that know how to pick up a ball, honey. And if they are a game player and they on that field and you the football, or whoever dropped you, they gonna be sick. Because see, last time I checked, what makes somebody a really good player, and I'm not just talking about running technique, I'm not just talking about mental strength, but last time I checked, what gets rings on the fingers of a lot of these ball players is scores, right? Right? It's not how good you can hit a three, it's you making that damn ball go in that basket, right? It's not how fast or how good you run, it's about you just getting in that space to make that touchdown. It really does not boil down to how good of a baseball player you are. It really is just that one swing that's going to give you that home run, right? That can change, that could bring a whole cataclysmic change to the whole entire game. You could be behind 3 points and hit a three and be tied. Hit another three, win right there on the second. Buzzer. And you didn't win the game. Because it was placement. And that could have been the player that was benched all season long making the shot. It's all about scores, you see. At the end of the day, it's always about scores. So again, ladies and gentlemen who have beautiful hearts, it is not about who fumbles you. But trust me, they are under the illusion with their egotistical ass that when they fumbled you, they was on the field by themselves. See, they thought that you were out of season and that this was field practice. No. See, their ego and their pride wouldn't let them see that you were playing in front of a whole stadium of people and didn't even know it. Because nobody was clapping, nobody was roaring, and nobody was cheering you on. You didn't see it. You were so busy worried, oh, I got this ball. Well, this is what I'm going to do with this ball. But I'm going to be over here, but this ball going to be doing that. I'm going to take from this ball and do this. But you have no idea. You belonged on a team. And when you fumbled that ball, you cost your team a score. Now, unfortunately, for some of these people who may not be able to double back around to you, unfortunately, they fumbled you not really knowing who you were. Some of these people fumbled you under a lie. Some of these people were lied to. Now let's talk that shit, because that's the truth. For some of you, you got fumbled by other suitors because somebody lied to them. Somebody could have lied and told you you still mess with your baby mama, your baby daddy. And the truth is, that's not true. Somebody could have said, "You's a hoe." Oh, you's a hoe. I said that. They could have said anything. Hell, some of them that lied on you and said they slept with you ain't never met you a day in their life. Couldn't even tell you the color underwear you was wearing, if you do indeed wear underwear. I'm trying to tell you. But they was lying because they fumbled you, and the person next in line, hey, yo, hey, you know, she got 6 toes, my nigga. Yeah. Bro, I was sucking them toes. Next thing you know, I got to the 5th one. I was like, and then I felt something scratching, and it was the 6th one. Bro, she got 6 toes. I'm trying to tell you, don't go for it, my nigga. She got 6 toes. Hating ass bitch over here. She over here Girl, you know he got 3 testicles. Ask me how I know. If you don't go sit your hating ass down, cause you fumbled knowing you fumbled, you gonna make somebody else fumble unknowingly. But the truth is, let me just tell you something. If that person's heart was truly right, that kind of physical aesthetic wouldn't have been an issue. That physical aesthetic would not have been an issue. Yeah, it's gonna freak you out for somebody to have 6 toes and 3 balls. I get all of that. But I'm being dramatic to prove a point. Why believe a lie? You ain't got no kind of mind of your own. You're that influenced. Damn. You a weak. Who want a weak-minded person on their team? I wouldn't. You about to be making no decisions for me. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you right now. Them kind of weak-minded people will not serve you well. They weak as fuck. And that type of person ain't gonna never be satisfied because they gotta have the next best thing. They gotta look in the next best gear and da. Be with that. Go over there. Do this and do that. Ain't nobody got time. You're not about to drag me to do things and in places that I just don't. No. Fuck that. You can do that on your own. For others of you, the other team is now playing. And it's a switch. And now you got new players on the field. And you have been fumbled. Yes, it hurts. You hit the ground. But there are so many other options that can pick you up and go either way. That's the beauty of it, right? You being the prize of it all. Because the truth is, can't nobody make a touchdown unless they got the football, right? You can be running as fast as you want. If you ain't got no football in your hand, it don't matter. The person who has the ball scores the points. And whoever scores the most points wins the game. That's just what it is. And if, like Miss Florence said, there's a game called Life and How to Play It, or the Little Red Book, if you've ever read that one, you will see that there are rules to this shit. And one of the rules is when you are truly a divine one, you find out that you are the motherfucking ball. Nobody has value to themselves until they get that ball in their hand. And I'm talking about the people that matters, right? You got some people who are linebackers. You got people who are, you got other folks who just, all they gonna do is tackle. Ain't about them getting the ball. Their job is to tackle. Now that goes 2 ways, right? With defense, of course, unfortunately, you got some cock blocking assholes. You know, people who gonna block others from trying to get you. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other ones who are protectors. They gonna do whatever they want, as they gonna do whatever they can to get to you as fast as they can or as effective as they can. Because once you in their hands, and this is the crazy part about it, right? Them type of men or women, once you in their hands, once they get the ball, their feet is so fast. Can't nobody catch them. Can't nobody. If they score that touchdown with you in their hands, but it's a done. You off the market. They don't like that. Ain't that the crazy part though? You fumble me, but you don't want nobody with me. Where they do that at? Know your worth, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm trying to put you up on game here. When you are divine, you have done so much work on yourself, and you are blossoming. You have always, my babies, been the ball. You didn't know that. And people who fumbled you and rejected you didn't know that. maybe a few people knew, but they took advantage of you not knowing at that time. Now you know. What are you going to do with that kind of information? What kind of settings would you put yourself in? What are you willing, who are you willing to pick you up and score, that ultimate touchdown, huh? Who 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 are you going to allow to kick it off with? Who are you going to who, huh? My suggestion is let them come in the 3D. This about to be 2023. Pagan year 2023. We ain't going for that telepathic shit. Nah. It's that's all good, but you ain't saying nothing until we can do this. Boom, boom, boom. Touch. Yeah. Until we can feel this body. Oh, you real? Oh, okay. Well, what we doing? We gonna get some lunch? Okay, what you want? Sub? You want to do sub sandwiches? Okay. When we do that, when we can do that, my nose is itching. There we go with this shit. Here we go. You are the prize, my babies. Here's one thing. Don't let nobody tell you different. And I know for me, with this whole situation, that I've went through in my life, I'm not afraid of rejection anymore. I'm not afraid of rejection. I've went my whole life dealing with rejection. Kind of sort of became the norm, Now I don't live for anybody's approval, and that's why it doesn't matter anymore. See, this is the thing. The rejection actually doesn't stop. It happens in any area of your life. It can happen in your career, your love life, your friendships, your families. It can happen on a day-to-day. Shit, hell, you could be trying to pump the gas, and the gas pump will reject you. You just got to move your money to another pump and pump your gas and go about your business. In any way, shape, form, or form, we go through this life having to deal with forms of rejection. That just is what it is. For me personally, I've reached a consensus with myself. And I had a meeting with myself and my spiritual team, and I just basically said in my board meeting that I no longer subscribe to anyone's views, about me. So therefore, none of these things can hurt me. And though it's a bummer, I'm not gonna act like I don't feel it. But at the same time, it's not gonna be something that's gonna make me want to stop my whole entire life. Or, I used to be very bummed out. It was hard for me to come back from any forms of rejection, I remember when I was young, it was me, my cousin, and her friend. And it was 3 dudes. I never will forget, we was all in high school. And the light skinned one was left. And they told him, his name was Timothy, by the way. They said, man, come on. You can hook up with her. She ain't ugly. He was like, man, she ain't my type, man. I'm trying to get with a yellow bone, blah, 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 blah. It was so painful for me to hear. I ended up going in the next room and cry. Now, mind you, I'm already a scaredy cat when it came to kids, making out and shit and kissing and whatever. So my mom wasn't on that. That wasn't going to happen no way. But the painful part was, when the whole take one for the team, I'll never forget that. I could laugh about it now, but they was basically telling him, get out your, man, come on, man. So because if my girl ain't comfortable, his girl ain't comfortable because their girl ain't comfortable. First of all, I'm very comfortable. I was at the time around a cousin and her friend who was sexually active, and I was not. And that's the truth. They was getting it in, and I wasn't getting it in because I was a virgin. The modern society day versions of virgin, right? Which means ain't never had sex before. I don't know. I I don't know what he thought. Take one for the team for what? You didn't have to do me no favors. I was hurt though. I did cry. I was hurt because they was talking like I wasn't right there. That's what it was. I felt so dehumanized as a woman, as a feminine energy in this body. I couldn't explain what I was feeling in, but now I can because I'm grown and I understand my feelings a lot more better. I could not, I couldn't understand for the life of me why they was talking about me like I was not there, like I wasn't sitting there. You know, it was as if like I stepped out of the room and it was like trying to convince him to like get with me, you know, and it was just, don't you hear me? I'm right here. And it hurt me. Mind you, he was the ugliest one. Of all, y'all, no lie. Scout's honor, I'm not lying. He was the ugliest out of all three of them. He was not cute. At all. At all. And I ain't saying this because I like chocolate. I like chocolate. Because I ended up in high school dating a light-skinned boy. So that's not my issue. My issue is he was ugly. Bro, this nigga was not cute. He wasn't. Yeah, but it just hurt. It hurt, listening to the words that he was using and, talking about my skin tone and it just, and so I've been rejected for a lot of things. I've been rejected for a lot of reasons. Shit, I've been rejected for weight, height. I've been rejected for skin tone. I've been rejected for hair. I've been rejected for looks, whatever I lacked or what I had or whatever. I don't know. I've been rejected for a lot of shit. But none of those things matter anymore because I approve of myself. Who the fuck I'm looking for to approve me? I am the shit, by the way. Who am I? Who gonna approve me? Huh? These motherfuckers is credit. Are they credit repair? Are you a creditor? Do you own a credit card company that you can approve me and then revoke my rights to be approved? Who are you? Who are you? I guess we'll never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop because, honey, you ain't about to wait nothing amount of weight hard to make that kind of decision for me anymore. I won't subscribe to it. I won't subscribe to none of that bullshit. You can go it on with that. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is Taurus and Gemini. Active, clever. I'm about to say actor. Active.
Why is it frozen?
Okay, hold on. Don't come right here. Stay right there. Wait. Okay, try it now. You got too much stuff open, that's why. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, it's gonna restart. Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Knight of Swords, Taurus and Gemini. Active, clever, delicate, subtle, brave, fierce, courageous, skillful. Inclined towards domination. Knight of Swords. This is Knight of Swords. Somebody younger than your original or used to be or should have been counterpart or false counterpart, because some people will study your twin flame, or some people will study your twin flame and make it seem like they're your twin flame when they're not, because they know that the teachings of twin flames. You can't get rid of that person. You can't sever ties. A black woman could have found Saddam Hussein for the government. A black woman could have found
A black woman.
Papa. A black woman, is a natural detective. 55. 555 was on the clock. We'll snoop and find all kind of shit. So when it comes to for somebody here, when it comes to people finding information on you so they can dupe you or pull the wool over your eyes, they'll do anything. Somebody sees somebody as a queen of cups. My nose is itching. There's a crawfish in the cup. Don't put that in your mouth. Somebody younger than your counterpart is this new love may be younger than your counterpart. Yeah. And let me tell you, the person who folded on you, they see this. Somebody has been given the green light to come at you. And this is the Knight of Cups. But what you don't see is that they really a King of Pentacles. They coming as a knight. What I told you, the moon. They coming. They look like a knight, cause they coming in fighting for your love. That's why that cup is there. The Knight of Cups in this particular tarot deck can be equated with Aquarius, Pisces, Saturn energy. The moon with the Knight of Pentacles is here. So again, what you don't see is Knight of Pentacles is also Aries and Taurus energy in this deck. What you don't see is that this person is a King of Pentacles. They coming in, like I said, as a knight in shining armor. And they got this last person all in their head about this shit, because this is something they cannot stop. This person actually may be younger than your used to be guy, though. This Eight of Swords energy is Gemini, Jupiter. Saturn is there as well. And they see you as somebody to rescue. Oh, ain't that cute? Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's tried all they could to stop somebody from coming towards you. It's not happening. This is Taurus. Damn, Saturn is here a lot. Taurus and Mercury energy. This could be a Gemini or a Taurus. Or somebody on the cusp. June 20-something to July. Possible going into the 19th. Eight of Pentacles is here. The Sun in Virgo. This person had a woman and a man trying to stop them from coming towards you. Some, old hating ass mom. I'm trying to tell you. Old hating brood of vipers. What I told you, look. There go that Archangel Michael. Flame on. My nose is itching now all of a sudden. Ace of Swords with the Seven of Swords. Unstable. Somebody couldn't do it. There goes this Aquarius. Seven of Swords. Trying to stop love from coming towards you. Trying to stop somebody with a love offering. Because you got Mars and Pisces here with the Ten of Cups. And look, this person, I'm going to be real with y'all. This Knight of Cups, who's really a King of Pentacles, or for some of y'all, this could be a Knight of Cups having to go against a King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is earth sign, but it could possibly be a fire sign. This King of Cups is sitting here as a water sign, but this could possibly be an air sign. Somebody younger is going against somebody older. Somebody older is going against somebody younger. And it's for your ass because you in the middle as the moon. You don't even come up as a person. You coming up as something that is necessary. Listen, this is how important that kind of reading is. You are not even coming up as a person. Coming up as the moon, which means, oh God, Holy Spirit, this is some deep shit. This is deep. You are coming up as something that is necessary to the Earth's evolution. Everybody needs the moon. Everything and everybody needs the moon, like the sun. I told y'all, when I started that last live, I said something about Egyptian scarab beetles. You see that? Look, I can't lie. Chariot card is here. Cancerian, and it's a lot of water sign energy here. Damn, I done seen a crawfish on one and a crab on another. We having crab boils? Somebody could have ties to the south here. Temperance. Capricorn and Scorpio. So you got angels. I heard strange angels. Ooh, I heard the word strange arrange. Listen, have you watched Strange Arrange? All of my musicians out there, do y'all know what I'm talking about? The Magician card is here. Somebody trying their hardest to whip out any and every kind of spell they can, honey, to try to make that way come around. And it's a ugly ass King of Swords. It's a ugly ass King of Swords that is doing the most right now. Child, I can't make this up. Working to trying to get back to your heart. I can see why. What may be so confusing too, this could be people under the same element of concerning. Like let's say for example, this could be a Capricorn and a Virgo man or a woman. One is Capricorn, one is Virgo. So you got so much earth energy coming out that you can't tell which one is which because they both earth signs. Something like that. For some of you, they hold the same sign, or your person could have been messing with someone who was the same sign as you. So when you get readings done, whether you looking at collective energy or whether you get a private reading done, sometimes it could come off as confusing because it's like you can't tell who's supposed to be whose energy, but the truth is they may have had a karmic with the same earth sign as you. You know, like if you are a Pisces, they could have been fucking with a Pisces woman or man, and that's why it's like you don't know if you did, you may end up. There's a lot going on here. Somebody really did try to stifle your love life, and then you going from the Princess of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. They can't stop that shit either. Four of Swords, but they got to take a rest from doing it. Not only that, but the help that they got is now losing. The help, let's say these people had spell workers on heavy rotations to do spells on you. Now them people having to take a break because they losing everything. So they got a lot of people walking away. I can't lie. And they pissed off about it. It's a lot of Aquarian energy coming up. Somebody fuck nigga or fuck hoe is an Aquarius child. Shoot. Some fuck ass air sign is over here acting a fool. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Three of Swords. What I'm trying to tell you, had him a third party, or maybe now the third party is finding out their ass is a third party. Some of these women ain't gonna never go nowhere. They'll take it. They'll take them being a side chick. Some of these women so damn desperate to have a piece of a man, child and a half. They just want a piece. Okay, I gotta go. I'm getting out this energy. I done been on her for 2 hours. I love y'all. I try to come back. We're going to have some more fun. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. I might take it down. I don't know, child. But I hope I help somebody. But I gotta go.